welcome to my channel. I actually debated on whether or not I wanted to say welcome or welcome back. It feels unjust to say that because I haven't been here in so long. So I'm just gonna say welcome to my channel. We're starting over. So much has been going on, so I thought that my first video back would be a book unhaul. Let me set up the scene, okay? I am a cheap person. And if you take some advice from me, I would tell you do not let what other people do influence you, right? So when I first got on, I was on Bookstagram first, then I got on Book Talk, then I was on BookTube. I saw that all these book influencers, book content creators were purchasing books, and you know, they always show a book when they make a video, and I'm like, oh, well, I need to do that. I need to do that. So I did it. Number one, I do not like spending money. Number two, I especially do not like spending money on books. I think that book buying and book reading are two different hobbies. You can be a book buyer and a book reader, but not all book readers are book buyers. I'm a window shopper. But especially with books, I like returning them. So I like getting books from the library, returning them after. That's always my favorite part. Or my KU subscription, you know, I read them, then I return them. I can't tell you how many ebooks that I've gotten for the free. I do not pay for no ebooks. I always get them when they're free. I can't tell you how many of them I've deleted off my Kindle. I don't care if I own them, which technically, do you really own them? You know, but anyway, I was actually just planning. This feels so crooked. Here we go with the same issues that I've always had. Oh, my setup is a little different. I decided to rearrange my room again. I kind of just shifted everything over. So what you're seeing used to be in the corner. Now it's on a wall, like against the wall. I was planning on just putting these in a box, which it was in a box, and then just bringing them to the library. Well, not the library. We have this place where there's a Second Harvest, and in there they have a big bin that you put books, and then they'll take them to the library. I don't know how they choose which ones go where. I don't even know if the library can take these, but I have 5 art of books that I don't want. Just like everyone else in this community, you know, you want to get free books, and one of the ways that you can get free books is by signing up for influencer programs. I've done that. I'm over it. I am on one right now. If it's a program where you're gonna get physical art copies, I'd rather not. Personally, I don't like knowing that I'm reading an unfinished book. Like, you're telling me that this book might not look the exact same when it comes out. No, I'm not doing it. You know, I can't tell you the last time I went on my NetGalley. I was a part of HTP books or whatever, and theirs are physical art copies. I did read some, but I'm not interested. So let's start with the ones that I actually read. Just 2. And I did not like either of these. Let's just start with this one. So I ended up reading Jewel Me Twice. This was an ARC. I think both. Both were sent from HTP. Did not like this one. Couldn't even finish it physically. I read probably 100 or so pages, if that much. And then when it finally came out, this came out on July 23rd, I ended up getting the audiobook from my library and finished it that way. I couldn't tell you anything about this book. Next was Relative Strangers. This came out on April 2nd of last year. Of last year? Oh, this one too. July 23rd of 2024. And this was April 2nd of 2024. Girl, I actually, did I read this book? I'm pretty sure I did. Pretty sure I gave this like a 2. You know what? I gotta look it up. Oh, by the way, I'm an Android girly. I have a Samsung Galaxy S25 Plus. I still have my old phone. I had the iPhone 14, just like regular, but it was a trade-in, but I still have it because I have 30 days. What's it called? Relative Stranger. I'm pretty sure I gave it a 2-star, but I don't remember if I finished it as an audiobook or if I actually did read it physically. I don't think I read this physically. I gave it a 2.5. Before I let go, I have the art. I read the physical copy. So I'm pretty sure I got this from Forever Publishing. And whenever they sent this copy, not long after the finished copy had come out. So I don't know if it was probably me that waited too long, but they ended up sending me the finished copy and I read that. So I don't want the hard copy. Next are 2 copies that I just did not read. Another one from Forever Publishing. Stars in Your Eyes. Now the question is, did I know all of these were going to be ARCs? I think so, but I think at the time I was under the impression that they were using ARC as another way to say a finished copy, but I now know those are two different things. An ARC is not only an early copy of a book before it comes out, but it's the uncorrected proof version. You know, it's not the finished version. I want the finished copies, okay? So I did not read this. I'm still planning on it, but I'm just gonna get it from the library. This was one of my more recent ones, Frequent Flyers. This came out August 13th of 2024. So that should tell you something. This is my most recent. Oh, the reason why I'm getting rid of a lot of these books, I don't need them. I'm not a rereader. There's no need to have them on my shelf. I have 2 shelves that are perfectly filled. I'm happy. I debated on getting rid of these because these are 2 of the oldest books on my shelf, which is not really saying that much because I had a bunch of books prior to this, but I got rid of all of those, all of my childhood books. So these are 2 books, I believe, from high school. This was the first book that I ever bought from abroad. This came from a site that came from Australia, which is called Risk. Really good book, but again, why keep it on my shelf just because it's an older book that I've owned? I can't take it with me to heaven. Well, let's hope I go to heaven. You know, but I can't take it with me into the afterlife, basically, you know? Dead Girls Don't. This is some kind of paranormal. I remember enjoying it. I feel like I really want to reread this, though. Yeah, going through some of these books because I had to rearrange them, and there's so many that I actually want to reread. Next, we're gonna go to books that I just didn't like. I'm pretty sure all the books that I have left are books that I've read, with the exception, of course, of those ARC books. These, I've read all of these, and again, I either don't want them on my shelf or I didn't like them. So we're gonna start with some of the least memorable ones. Room Service. This is some kind of YA horror. The Ex-Hex. Zoe Spanios, I don't know how to say that. Mind you, a lot of these I had to take the tabs out. Not a Happy Family. I don't remember what happened in it. Now these are more books that just, again, weren't that memorable. All Her Little Secrets by Wanda M. Morris. I'm pretty sure I've read 2 of her books. I don't remember which one was my first, this one or the other, but I remember not really enjoying both of them. So I said, unless one of her books that comes out sounds really enticing to me, I'm just not planning on reading her, to be honest. The Ivies, Honey and Spice. I think this is one of those books that I hated the first half and enjoyed the second half. I remember I got to like maybe 100 pages in, and I put this on pause for like a month because I just wasn't into it. And then I started listening to the audiobook, and it was a lot better than reading it physically. I should have 2 Jessie books. I do. Let me grab those. The Obsession by Jessie Q Sutanto and The New Girl. I love Jessie's writing. I feel like she's one of those authors that can get a bit corny. Like the humor, you know, that she puts in her books can be very corny and cheesy, but I feel like you gotta have at least one author that you trust to write that kind of stuff, because not everyone can do it right. Sometimes it gets on my nerves, but she seems to be my go-to author for that. Not these 2 books though. These 2, I don't remember it being that funny, but I have other books of hers somewhere. Over the Rainbow. Yeah. But I do remember, I felt like, I don't know how this is showing. This one or this one. This was the first book. I think, I'm not gonna say it's her debut, but this is the first book of hers that I read, and then I went into this one. I remember going into this one thinking this was the sequel. I don't think it is. Like, these are different people. But it definitely felt like a sequel, even though it was like a different character. But again, not bad. It's just, the time that I read it, it was good. Even though I think I gave this a 3-star. The Eyes Are the Best Part. This was a copy that was sent to me. I forgot from who. Oh, I remember. Bibliophile something. It's a woman that runs some kind of program, and she will send emails of upcoming releases, and the publisher will then pick through a list, and they will actually send you finished copies. And I did get this, and I did enjoy it. For the most part, I think I gave it like a 4-star, even posted about it and promoted it. It doesn't need to be on my shelf. Like, honestly, if I could get rid of all of my books and just keep like 5 books, I would. But I can't not have like any books, you know? Along for the Ride. I don't even know if y'all can see any of these books. I just didn't like it. I remember struggling through it. Well, so sometimes before I tab a book, I will read it all the way through and I will doggy ear, very small, the parts that I want to tab. And I definitely have some doggy eared parts. Don't let the number of tabs that I put in a book fool you. Like, there are some that I did not like, but especially if it's a spicy book, I will absolutely tab it, but it doesn't mean that I enjoy it. Honey and Issue's Guide to Fake Dating. It was good. I think I'm mixing this one up with the Henna Wars. Yeah, but because I think they're both by the same author. Again, this is tabs, so I'm gonna have to take the tabs out. The Worst Best Man. I don't remember anything about it. Grown. I gave this a 4-star, but I would still say this is probably, I'm not gonna say it's gonna always be my least favorite Tiffany D. Jackson book, but out of all of her books that I've read, it is my least favorite. But mind you, I still gave it a 4-star. But just like the other ones were like 4.5, 5-star. I don't mind not having it on my shelf. Then we have the Inheritance Games. I don't know if I've said this before, but I'm not a person that needs to have the entire series on my shelf. I'm happy with just having the books from the series that I liked. I have the series by Savar Miller. It's right here. I have a series by Savar Miller. Why do I need to get it out and show y'all? I don't know. This is the this is the Monsters and Muses series. I literally only have books 2 and 4. I read 1, didn't like it. Read 2, loved it. This is, I believe, the Rockstar one. Bunch of tabs. It's even color coded, like to match the cover. Read 3 didn't stand out to me. Read 4, I think this one was the throuple, like political throuple. Enjoyed it. Never read 5, and there might even be a 6th. I don't know. Let's put it right back up. And listen, we're turning over a new leaf. We're not just gonna leave things on the floor. So let's put this stuff back up. Here's my copy of Before I Let Go, my finished copy. Anyway, I say all that to say that I do own books 2 and 3. Honestly, I should probably be getting rid of 2 and 3 as well. 2 is my favorite, but 1, like, I did not like 1. Like, I'm so surprised that I even continued it. I'm glad I did because I loved book number 2. So I'm gonna at least get rid of the first one. If I get rid of these 2, I'm gonna have to take the tabs out. Don't want to just get rid of 1. So I think I'm gonna get rid of all 3. I'm just gonna have to take the tabs out. Okay, we're almost done. Did I show you all these books? Crap, I mixed them up. We have Ruby Revenge. This was a great book. It was great. You know what? I might want to reread this. It was a great book. I remember really enjoying it. This was an ARC. Well, I ended up getting an ARC like as an ebook, and I read it like that. And I kind of remember a little bit. I'll put it on the side. Then we have these by Rebecca Weatherspoon. I think this one is first. I'm pretty sure the title of this is short for Raphael. So I don't know if you would pronounce that Roth or Rafe, because I mean you wouldn't say Raphael. And then Zinni or Cinny. I think it's Zinni. This is A Male Nanny, and I think Single Parent. And this one is A Marriage of Inconvenience. Now, the books that I am getting rid of that I just did not like. You know, like those books that I just went through, they were mediocre. I didn't really remember most of them. These, I either did not finish or did not like. Cinderella is Dead by Kaylin Barron. Did not like it. As I've now read multiple books by her, this doesn't compare. Like, just like Grown is my least favorite Tiffany D. Jackson as of right now, this one is also my least favorite Kaylin Barron book. I had to take the tabs out of that too. X Marks the Spot. This is in a YouTube video of mine. Did not like this book. I definitely struggled. I think I ended up listening to the audiobook of this at some point. And this is another reason why I don't like buying books, because there's a chance that I'm not gonna like it. And I think I'm a lot more critical. I know. I am a lot more critical of books that I buy because I paid money to read you, so you better be on par, you know, and sometimes they don't. And sometimes I also wonder if I would have liked it better if I'd gotten it from the library, you know, and not spent money on it. I guess we'll never know. My sister, the cereal bowl. I did not like this book. I think I ended up giving like a 3-star, but it was not what I was expecting at all. I Feed Her to the Beast and the Beast is Me. I hated this book. You know what? There is a book in here that I hate, so I'll just say that I highly dislike this book. There is another book in the series. I'm not planning on reading that. Black Enough. This is stories of... Wait. Black Stories of Being Young and Black in... No, it is called Black Enough. But then it says it's Stories of Being Young and Black in America. Number one, I don't like short stories. I did read the first like 5 or so stories. It would do better probably on someone else's shelf. I did not even finish this book. I DNF'd it. This is probably the most recent book that I bought. I bought this during Independent Bookstore Week, and that, well, Independent Bookstore Day, that normally falls on the same weekend as our Festival International that's here, and there's an indie bookstore there, so I went and I bought this. I didn't even finish it. And the funny thing is, or the ironic thing is, I think this is book 2. Book 1 is the bowling one. I don't even think I ever finished that one either. I'd gotten it from the library. And then Out of Office, it's one of my least favorite A.H. Cunningham books. I honestly think that A.H. Cunningham, for me, she's a hit or miss author. Sometimes I enjoy her books, sometimes I kind of struggle. But I feel like if I get rid of this book, then I need to get rid of Curvy Girl Summer. I tabbed it a bunch. It's one of my least favorite Danielle Allen books. I'd probably put it in the same category as this one, you know, as my dislike for it. But I got a bunch of tabs in here, y'all. I'm not about to be taking all those tabs out. And then the last book, it's top 2 of books that I hate. Like, I hate this book so much. It was a 2-star. I think I gave it a 2. One of Us Knows by Alyssa Cole. This was, again, gifted to, I say gifted to me, but sent to me from the publisher. I forgot where I signed up for it. I probably even posted about it. I'm pretty sure I deleted it by now. I waited months to delete that, or at least archive it. I did not like that book whatsoever. But yeah, that's it. That's my first video back. And my unhaul, I also have 3 movies if y'all wanted to see. I have a VHS tape of Independence Day. We already have one, so there's no need for 2. G.I. Joe, again, we have the collection that has this one and the second movie, so we don't need another one. Again, Despicable Me. I have a collection that has both. I don't need the first one by itself. The only movie that I will keep that I have multiple copies of are The Mummy and The Mummy Returns. I have 2 copies of each. Let me get out of here. That's it for today's video. If you reached the end of this video, comment down below how many books that you have DNF'd this year. Because I have DNF'd a bunch. Hopefully I will see you guys next week. Bye!